For over 100 years, Whirlpool Corporation has had an effect on people's lives. Sustainability has always been about the less energy, less waste, less impact on the earth and on future generations. Sustainability can be described in many different ways. We like to think of it as our unique sense of responsibility, one which started decades ago. Throughout this journey, we've developed sustainable processes while pioneering products and designs that are as appealing and comforting as they are conscious and responsible. While you're making memories with someone you love, know that we're continually looking for ways to make life better on the inside, while staying just as dedicated to what's outside.
Recycling cans, taking shorter showers, driving less and riding more. Small steps to save money and Mother Nature. But are we missing the bigger issue?
You drive down the highway, most people don't even look at the buildings they pass by every day. But each one of those buildings is almost like a hidden factory in terms of the consumption of our natural resources that they consume every day.
We can begin to approach buildings as an energy-saving opportunity. Then we can really begin to affect the impact on the environment and on our pocketbooks.
How a building performs, the cost of its operations, the comfort and security of its occupants, and its impact on the environment is all driven by data.
It's really about taking all of this disparate data that's roaming around in our buildings today and making it useful.
And that's where Johnson Controls comes in, the company that invented the electric thermostat, the catalyst for building efficiency. 125 years later, they're making a big deal about big data and how it can make a big difference in the life of a building's facility manager.
This is all about doing what's right for the planet. It's all about doing what's right for our industry in general, and therefore maximizing the positive impact we can all have to reduce the carbon footprint of our civilization.
For more information, visit johnsoncontrols.com/panoptics.
With green roofs, if you think about it, where it once used to be open land and green pastures and trees where nature could live, with a green roof, all we're doing is lifting that up a few hundred feet off the ground and putting it on top of the building. We've seen in the areas where we've done green roofs already where nature, geese, are still living on these roofs, so they didn't have to leave the city. By doing roofs like this, we start to maintain the longevity of these roofs. Instead of taking roofs off every 10 years, 15 years, sometimes 20 to a landfill, we're able to now make that roof last much longer, 30 years, 40 years, and reuse them. You can also minimize the amount of energy being used by putting the right amount of insulation. Our Styrofoam brand extruded polystyrene, which has been used in green roofs because that insulation is water resistant and very durable, so it can withstand the types of weight loads that are being put on top of these roofs. In the past, we had maybe a niche area of the world or maybe a niche area of a market that was very interested in energy efficiency. Now more people are really wanting to understand the details of how do we get to a truly energy efficient building.
What I've learned from this process is how well the University of Michigan through the Dow Fellows program and the City of Ann Arbor can come together to really have an impact on sustainability.
The Dow Sustainability Fellows program was supported by a gift from Dow Chemical. What it does is it tries to connect together graduate students from a broad array of disciplines to work together to pursue sustainability-related projects.
Ann Arbor has a sustainability framework that incorporates energy efficiency and community engagement goals, and this project directly impacts both of those, and so we're helping them to meet their goals.
This project is looking at trying to reduce energy use domestically, but it's also looking at trying to create a more economically sustainable system within Ann Arbor. People in the Ann Arbor-Ypsilanti area spend approximately $50 million a year on their energy bills. So anything we can do to reduce that number means more money that's going back into the community and back into local businesses.
One of the primary problems we were trying to solve with this A2 Energy Rental Fund was the split incentive issue.
So by a split incentive, we mean that there's a lack of financial incentive for the property owners to invest in energy efficiency if their tenants are paying the utilities. And on the tenant side, there's not an incentive to conserve energy if the landlord is paying all the utilities.
Part of what we're trying to do with this program is to find a way to help align those incentives so that everybody, the landlord and the tenants, get benefits from energy efficiency.
Currently, landlords have to borrow at a pretty high rate to make energy efficiency improvements, and a lot of this funding isn't available to many landlords that own properties in Ann Arbor.
So a revolving loan fund is a mechanism by creating one pool of money.
They'll use the loan to fund the energy efficiency improvements and then pay that loan back over the course of 3 to 5 years with interest. And that interest will be used to grow the pool of money that's available to fund future improvements.
By investing in energy efficiency projects, they're really working to increase the value of their properties as well as make them more attractive to renters.
Ann Arbor can serve as a progressive model not only because of its aggressive stance towards energy efficiency, but also because it serves a particular demographic where it has a large number of renters in its population, and also because it has a large amount of renter turnover because of being a university city.
It was really exciting to see how the City of Ann Arbor is really open to collaboration, is innovative, willing to experiment with new things, and at least talk to students and engage with them as they try to take what they're learning in a classroom and apply it at the city level.
We're hoping that this pilot program can be a success and really showcase an opportunity for other cities to do something similar.